Hello, Margot. Hi, Kevin. How are you? Hold on, let me get on the other side. And it is so hot in here. Okay, so let's see here. Hope everybody had a good Sunday. And it was finally a nice day here. Jimmy and I went on a half walk, half run. Did about, I don't know, almost 4 miles. So that was nice. Then I vacuumed out my entire van, which was great. I cleaned like the inside floorboards, took out all the mats and everything. Couldn't wash all the mats, like there's only the front ones really need to be washed from just the stuff, but I vacuumed everything and I'll get them washed on the next nice day. But I vacuumed the entire van and cleaned a bunch of stuff. It was nice to have a nice day to do that and then to get out and go around. So I hope that you guys got out and went around. I'm trying to get to, I think I'm on the wrong Google. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I think I'm on the wrong one. Somehow. Okay, let me get rid of this one. And there we go. Here we go. Now you should be live here. I think right there. Hello, Margot. Hi, Kevin. Okay, how are you? Hold on, let me get on the other side. Hi, DB. How are you? It's so hot in here. And Linda. Okay, everybody. So all right, so we have some true crime cases. Hope everybody had a good Sunday. And it was finally a nice day here. Jimmy and I went on a half walk, half run. But let's see, there's a did about, I don't know, almost 4 miles. So that was nice. Then I vacuumed out my entire van, which was great. I cleaned like the inside floorboards, where a Massachusetts woman got all the mats and everything run over last week by a road mats. Like, there's only the front ones really need to be washed. She has died. So, but I vacuumed everything and I'll get them washed. 26 was in a vehicle involved in an altercation with another driver on Thursday. She and other people in the car got out of the vehicle, and the driver of the other car drove towards the group, slammed into Destiny, and sent her flying in the air. The Middlesex District Attorney's Office said that Ryan Sweat was charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, causing serious bodily injury and operating to endanger after surveillance footage failed to back up his story that Destiny and 4 men got out of the car and threatened him. Instead, they said he made a U-turn. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. There we go. There we go. Now you should be live here. Like right there. Hello, Margot. Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Hello?
Hold on, let me get on the other side.
Hi, DB. How are you?
It's so hot in here.
Okay, thank you.
And Linda. Okay, so all right, so we have some true crime cases. Hope everybody had a good Sunday.
Shut off there.
And it was finally a nice day here. Jimmy and I went on a half walk, half run.
But let's see, there's a
did about, I don't know, almost 4 miles.
Okay.
So that now it should be fixed. Okay, now I think we're all fixed. Let me make sure. Is it fixed? Hi, Dina. Is it fixed now, guys? It should just be playing once, right? Are you guys got it? All good? Okay, so I don't know how much you heard, but that woman right there is, her name is Destiny, 26 years old, Massachusetts. She was in a car with 4 other men. They had a incident on the roadway. There was an altercation between the 2 drivers, and then the one driver of the other car went careening into them, sending her flying into the air. And it didn't. The driver, Ryan Sweat, said that they came after him, but there was surveillance that doesn't back that story up. Instead, they said he made a U-turn and drove towards them at a high rate of speed. He chose to turn around, chose to come back. He knew what he was doing. He went towards that girl, said the witness, Brett Martin. Sweat said the other car pulled in front of him and slammed on their brakes. They're trying to kill me, he shouted when police arrived on the scene. Sweat was ordered held without bond, pending a dangerous hearing on Wednesday. Charges may be upgraded since Destiny has died. Prosecutors have not said if Destiny was driving or was a passenger during the incident. Her family said she died following complications from surgery. Very, very sad. Ridiculous that anybody has to be that full of rage that that's what they think they can do. I mean, it's horrendous. And then, okay, talking about bullying online, threatening people online. Here we have a mother who was sending threats to an 11-year-old girl over TikTok. This is Paulo Zaret LaSalle, 28 years old. She was arrested and charged with written threats to kill or do bodily harm to an 11-year-old on TikTok. That is according to an arrest affidavit that was filed by the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, because this occurs no other place than Florida. The 11-year-old mother said her daughter at Okeechobee Middle School, 6th grader, had a problem with LaSalle's daughter, but the pair worked it out at school. And then the mother noticed that her daughter was getting concerning messages from usernames that were eventually traced to LaSalle and her husband. Some of them saying, and I quote, "Wake up, little girl. If you want problems, you got them. F you and your mama, and you got a dad, so yeah." Something, I'm trying to even think what this might even be. It's BF with my daughter one more time. Oh, biatch, F with my daughter one more time. And I promise you, your mom and anybody that wants to get their arse whooped, let me know, because I'll go to your house. Don't play with her. That was just one of the messages. They began on January 20th, and then on March 26th, investigators confirmed with TikTok that they were linked to LaSalle. She was arrested the following day and released on a $15,000 bond less than 24 hours later. According to the jail records, she was ordered to have no contact with the victim, her family, or social media. Wow, lady, you've got real serious problems. Another. And then grandparents, killer grandparents, right? Not grandparents that are doting, but a Tennessee grand jury has indicted a hardened couple in the death of their 3-year-old grandson late last year. Carson Brasher was found dead on December 26, 2023. Jeff and Amy Brasher were arrested on March 29th, according to the Hardin County Sheriff's Office. Amy Brasher was indicted on charges of first-degree murder, child abuse, and neglect, while Jeff Brasher was only charged with child abuse and neglect. The toddler's mother, Kimberly Jones, said that his grandparents were given custody of the little boy in October while she was in rehab. And she, I quote, says, "He was just waiting for me to come home." She described her son as happy and outgoing, joyful, and rambunctious. And then, quote her again, saying, "If you met him, you would fall in love with him. He changed a lot of people's lives in the short amount of time that he was here, and that we was blessed with him." She said that she was told that her son slipped in the bathtub and hit his head. The indictments, however, say that Amy Brasher abused the boy and intentionally killed him, and that her husband did nothing to protect him. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Then okay, here we go. Preacher. Florida. Again. Florida Keys pastor was allegedly on the run after he supplied alcohol to a teenager and then he arred her. He's been arrested in another state on Friday. Police took the 62-year-old Monte Lavelle Chitty into custody in rural Woodville, Texas, where he had approached a religious group working with the homeless. Someone at the site called law enforcement, prompting his arrest. The pastor failed to appear at a court hearing on Monday, 1,300 miles away in Florida, where he was accused of abusing a 15-year-old girl. Authorities say in March, an anonymous person contacted police about overhearing a girl who told an adult that she had been arred. The victim later told investigators that this pastor gave her alcohol. She passed out immediately after drinking it, and she awoke to this pastor right here abusing her. The girl said the drink might have been spiked. Police also found text messages on phones belonging to the pastor and the victim in which the pastor made references to having relations with the girl while she was impaired. So he volunteered with the sheriff's office, the pastor, and claimed that he helped the girl lie down on a couch, but he did not touch her after she fell asleep. Prosecutors say that they charged him with sexual battery, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, lewd and lascivious behavior. He was released on a $75,000 bond, but he's now being held on a $1.3 million bond pending extradition back to Florida. Before moving to Florida, he worked as a pastor and a police officer in a remote Alaska town. In one 2012 incident, this past police officer allegedly exchanged disturbing messages with a girl who had been living with him and his family, which prompted locals to buy her a hotel room and a one-way plane ticket so she could escape. "We got her out because she was scared for her safety," said one Alaska resident. The First Baptist Church in Florida, where he was a pastor, said that Christians should oppose all forms of sexual immorality, including adultery, homosexuality, and pornography. And this pastor, what were you doing? Boy. Crazy. Okay, and then here's his son. His mother is getting on his nerves. So, what do you think he did? This again is in Florida. We can't make this up. I don't know what happens. Does everybody go to Florida, or it's just Florida man's been arrested for allegedly stabbing his mother to death at her home. It happened 2 p.m. Saturday in Frostproof, Florida. 21-year-old Emmanuel Espinoza had come from Gainesville for a family gathering. After his mother opened the door to greet her son, he allegedly stabbed her multiple times. The Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd said the woman had been on the phone with a family member at the time and tried to run away, but Espinoza continued stabbing her until she died. He is said to have contacted authorities right after the incident. Unbelievable. And as soon as he murdered her, he dialed 911 and confessed to the operators, Grady Judge said in a video that was posted. The victim was identified as 46-year-old Elvia Espinosa, who worked as a teacher at Ben Griffin Elementary School and was well loved by the community. Her family, friends, students, and colleagues at the school and with the Polk County Public Schools are in our prayers, the sheriff said. The son has been cooperative with the police. He explained why he killed his mother, telling investigators, "She got on my nerves." According to Judd, Espinoza allegedly said that he had wanted to kill her for years, even though he also said he really loved her. Espinoza is a pre-med student at the University of Florida in Gainesville. Espinoza, well, if you're going to be a pre-med student, you should know the Hippocratic Oath is first do no harm, all right? I don't think you're doing too well on that one. Espinoza now faces a charge of first-degree murder and is detained at the Polk County Jail. Judd said it's a very sad day with an inexplicable, vicious murder. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay, let's see here. And then we have another case in Massachusetts. A 20-year-old Massachusetts man has been arrested after his 17-year-old girlfriend was found dead in his home. Still, police say they were called to the home about 4:30 p.m. on Friday for a well-being check, and they were met by Shane Curry. Isn't that weird? Shane Curry. Wasn't that the same name as the little infant Heidi's Shane Curry? Who refused to let officers inside for about 2 hours. When he finally let them in, they found 17-year-old Nevaeh Goddard dead. Curry was taken into custody and transported to a hospital for evaluation. He was also charged with assault and battery on a household or family member and assault and battery causing serious bodily injury. Goddard had been missing from Providence, Rhode Island, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, since April of 2022, 2 years. The center reported that she could be still in Rhode Island or in Massachusetts. Wow. Two California boys who were taken by a woman with the same last name have been reported safe. That's good. Oh, and that girl we showed you the other day who was missing. Luke, can you shut the gate too? Because it's blaring like a lunatic sound. Missing Georgia girl found in Puerto Rico. The mother was arrested. So she was taken, they believed, in Puerto Rico. They did find her. They found her and they've returned her to her father. So that's a good outcome there. And let's see. Luke, stop. Let me see here.
Luke.
Okay, hang on a minute. So now, let's see what else we have. Two dead and 7 wounded in a shootout at a Miami nightclub. Huh. Wow. Okay, there's a couple things here. Let me see here. A Minnesota dad. don't think I've first on this one, but it sounds like something crazy. A Minnesota man, married, father, fatally shot his mistress, has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for her murder. This week, a judge handed down the sentence to 45-year-old Matthew Ecker. He was convicted in February of second-degree murder in connection with the death of 32-year-old Alexandra Pennick on December 16, 2022. Ecker claimed that Pennick shot herself in the head while he was visiting her at her downtown St. Paul apartment. The pair were having an intimate relationship, even though he was married and had children. His attorney alleged that Pennick had been grappling with depression and had admitted to attempting suicide before, but authorities identified various inconsistencies and suspicious behavior that led them to charge Ecker with her death. After the shooting, Ecker allegedly took the pistol and put it in a suitcase because he said he was afraid he would get in trouble. The gun was his. He had a permit for it, but after seeing Pennick on the bathroom floor, he put the gun on her chest. Investigators also noted that apparent cleanliness of the gun despite the nature of the scene. And Ecker said he tried to plug the bullet wound to show blood loss, but his hands were clean when officers arrived. He claimed that he washed them using soap before he dialed 911, yet the bathroom sink was dry. Furthermore, Ecker initially claimed that Pennick was still breathing when he found her and that he tried to save her life, but he later said he did not perform CPR, did not know what to do, even though he worked as an emergency room nurse practitioner. Really? The records show Ecker was refilling prescription drugs for Pennick, a registered nurse, and helped cover her rent. Ecker and his family lived in Fergus Falls, about 200 miles northwest of Pennick's St. Paul apartment. Ecker is expected to be held at the Minnesota Correctional Facility in St. Cloud, about 120 miles southeast of Fergus Falls. So that's great. Thought he was, I guess, doing away with a problem is what he thought, and it didn't work out so well. Once again. Okay, so now, there we go on that one. That's, again, just people think they're solving problems, right? I'm going to stop my wife from finding out about this one. Yeah. Okay, and here we have, I feel like this lady, I feel like I've seen this lady before. Wife of a Texas judge. The wife of a Texas judge appeared in court Saturday morning after she allegedly shot and killed her nephew during a fight earlier this week. Authorities say that at 9:20 p.m., 48-year-old May Wolf fatally shot the recent college graduate at her home in the Katy, Texas area, which is Harris County near Houston. She is the wife of Harris County Justice of the Peace Bob Wolf. Crazy, huh? Okay, why did she shoot him? The victim was in his early 20s. He had been staying with the couple for several months after traveling. Investigators believe that May Wolf and the victim got into some kind of argument over how long he'd be staying at the house. The wife may have not wanted the nephew in the home any longer. So again, great problem-solving skills there, May. Great. At some point, May grabbed a gun. Her husband called 911 and he allegedly tried to take the gun away, but she managed to fire the weapon and the bullet struck the nephew. Medics rushed to save the unnamed nephew, but he was pronounced dead at home. Crazy, right? And Ed Gonzalez, the sheriff there, said, and I quote, "Very tragic situation. Our condolences go out to the extended family and everyone impacted by this loss. May Wolf's adult daughter was also in the house at the time of the shooting. Prosecutors have charged May with murder. She was granted a $100,000 bond. It's unclear whether she was released on bond. If she is released on bond, she will be prohibited from having guns and must surrender her passport." You think? You think? Crazy. I'm telling you, people need to go to problem solving. What happened? Well, I thought my nephew should get out of the house. What did you do? Shot and killed him. Okay, that's probably not the best thing you could do, right? I don't know. What the heck? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so here's a crazy thing. A fake cop in North Carolina. Fake cop, not a real cop. But he went to a woman's home and he told her husband that his wife had been killed in a shooting at a Madison, North Carolina Walmart. The woman called the Rockingham County deputies at about 11:30 a.m. on Thursday to report this incident. She said the man referred to her husband by his name and was driving a silver Dodge Charger marked like a highway patrol vehicle. The man left quickly after she called a friend and told him the friend was coming over. After he left, she called her husband and learned that he was alive and well. Okay. After a man came to... Oh, and told her husband. I'm so sorry. Now that's making sense. Okay, wait a minute. He went to a woman's house. Sorry, there's something telling her husband was killed in the Walmart shooting. Yeah, husband. Okay. So this guy shows up in a marked patrol car, but he's fake. Gets out, says your husband's been killed at the Madison Walmart. He leaves quickly after she called a friend and told him the friend was coming over. And then she called her husband and found out he was alive and well. She described the imposter as in his late 30s or 40s. Yeah, okay, but where did he get the car from? Was there a theft in the county? Like, what's going on here, right? 30s or 40s, about 6'3". I'm starting to think, did that even happen? Did that even happen? Or is she totally delusional? Okay? Do they have anything to show? Any ring camera? Anything that there was a marked silver Dodge Charger? Marked like a highway patrol vehicle that was on that street, that was in her driveway? I'm tending to believe that this whole thing is a farce. And if they had a marked car like this, and this guy was a fake cop that did this, well, then wouldn't they know that there's a car? Come on, this sounds like a bunch of crap all the way around. All the way around. We had something like that happen recently where someone said that, and I said, "What? That sounds like a bunch of crap the whole way around." I think it is. I think that's a whole bunch of crap. Yeah, that sounds like a whole bunch of crap. Okay, let's see now. So the lady, the boy, I think we talked about this, but the woman that poisoned her hold on a minute here. Something just happened to what I was doing. Oh no, there we are. So the Wisconsin woman who was found guilty last year of poisoning her disabled friend with eye drops and stealing her money was sentenced Friday to life in prison. Jesse Kurzeski won't be eligible for parole for 30 years. I think 30 is a pretty significant amount of time,
but my target is really for you, said the judge, Jennifer Darrow. She said, noting that Krzeski will be nearly 80 years old before she can see the outside of a prison, older than what Lynn Hernan, the victim, would be today. A jury found the 40-year-old woman guilty last November of murdering Hernan in 2018 and staging the scene to look like a suicide. Hernan's death was initially treated as an overdose after she was found dead with crushed medications on her chest. Wow. And prescription medications nearby, but an autopsy determined that she died from tetrahydrozoline poisoning, and that's an eye decongestant found in the over-the-counter eye drops like Visine, and there was just too much of it in Hernan's system to have come from using it in her eyes. Krzeski spoke for 2 hours during Friday's sentencing hearing, taking no responsibility for Hernan's death and insisting that her friend killed herself. Wow, 2 hours. That probably beats Anthony Tote's pre-sentencing speech, right? And she said, and I quote, it is a lot to be accused and convicted of murder when I didn't do it. It won't bring her back, and it won't make her life any easier. You're holding me responsible for what she did? Those are her decisions, her choices, her actions, and no one else's, not even mine. Prosecutors presented evidence at trial that showing that Krzeski researching the effects of tetrahydrozoline on the internet prior to Hernan's death. The jury found her guilty of first-degree intentional homicide and 2 counts of theft, as records showed that she transferred large amounts of money from Hernan's accounts to her own and made sizable purchases. Interesting. Okay. Okay, go over here to live chat. Come on. Okay, so that's what we have there. Hi, DB. Question: does anyone know if people are affected by an eclipse as they are with a full moon? Oh, you mean, you know what? That's a good question. Well, we are going on, and it brings up our next subject. We are going on an eclipse. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay, 1 second over here. This is my shirt. I have this shirt. Okay, and it's the graphic on my shirt that I'll be wearing tomorrow. But we are going on a road trip, and we actually have it will be 7 of us going, because we have our son's friend, who's kind of like a brother to them, going. So that'll be 3 kids with us, and then my son Michael and future daughter-in-law Gia are coming with us too. They're following right along with us. So we're going to be leaving early in the morning, and we are going to be going to an undisclosed location, and it's undisclosed because we're not even sure where we want to be right now. We may go to one place, or we may go on to another place, but we are going to be doing videos from the road. So we will try to bring you as close to it. Now that's a good thing that you said. Do people get affected by eclipses the way they do with full moon? So let's see. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Okay. Okay, so let's see. Total solar eclipses are known by experts to bring about temporary shifts in emotions. NASA recorded that many people tend to have deep emotional responses when the sun goes into totality. Yeah, I did hear that. Jimmy said there were people that just cried or felt it was very spiritual, very moving, right? Here's another thing, okay? It says that, here's some things, okay? Let's listen to this. Nature might go silent when the moon covers the sun during the April 8th solar eclipse. That's because birds, bees, and other animals think it's nighttime. Bees may stop buzzing, birds may stop singing, crickets stop chirping. The weather during a total solar eclipse can change rapidly, wind directions can suddenly change, and temperatures can drop as the moon covers the sun. Most places see temperature drops of 5 to 15 degrees. Eclipse winds are also produced when the wind changes direction and drops during totality. Totality is when the moon completely covers the sun. The eclipse could also spark thunderstorms. In areas where it isn't cloudy, temperatures drop and are known to induce thunderstorms near the edge of totality. One of the most notable things that can happen is the appearance of what scientists call Bailey's beads. They create a diamond ring effect that occurs when slivers of sunlight peek through the edges of the moon during a solar eclipse. Okay? This effect occurs when gaps in the moon's rugged terrain allow sunlight to pass through in some places just before the final phase. Just before. And that would look like this. Like that. That would be the Bailey's beads. Okay, and let's see what else we have here. A total solar eclipse. Ouch, move this. Can be fascinating to humans, can be very confusing to pets and wildlife. And science reported that the darkness caused by an eclipse can disrupt the animal's internal clocks, and it can lead to confusion and anxiety. During a solar eclipse, pets may display unusual behavior because they're accustomed to being active during daylight hours and resting at night. Animals with a history of anxiety may show behaviors such as whining, pacing, panting, or hiding. So let's see. Weird feelings. Total solar eclipses are known by experts to bring about temporary shifts in emotions. Temporary shifts in emotions. So I hope that helps, DB. I hope that helps. Are you finding that a lot of people are going crazy? Let me see what you said. Beautiful. Okay. I'm glad it's not on Tuesday. Oh, yeah. Right, David. Right, Debbie L. How are you? Interesting. Yeah, that's good. Anybody else have any questions? Any other questions? Hi, Justina. Hi, Kama Sutra. How are you? You know what, Kevin? You forgot. I don't think we did the word cookies for the last 2 nights. Right? The last 2 nights, Kevin.
A lot of people think it's the end of the world right now. Hi, you see you, you see me. How are you? The last 2 nights, Kevin. Maybe 3 nights. They're expecting more than 1 million visitors in the area where your sister lives. Where is that, DB? Can you tell me where that is? Where's your sister live? I heard they have a state of emergency in places like Rochester and stuff. It was very late. Okay, well, but even the night before, Kevin, even the night before, you're slacking on that. Slacking. So, I don't know. Maybe we should quickly see what to do with, I think we can quickly get out yesterday's, hey, because it's 11:10. Western New York Orchard Park. Okay, Orchard Park. Western New York Orchard Park, yeah. I think we can still fit in yesterday's because it's 11:10. So I think we'll technically I've only missed one. Let's see. Just one. We just missed one then. We can get this one in. Let's do this real quick before, no matter what we do. Shh, 1 minute, okay? What we're doing, so.
And I can't find. I don't have the original thing with all those questions. All I have is what you say.
Okay, sorry guys.
Oh yeah, honey. It's gonna be busy. Rose gonna be busy.
Wait, please.
Leave kind of early.
Hold on. Let me. Okay, sorry guys. Let me see here. Sin, right? Sin. Okay, and then we're almost done with this one. Let me see. Gorilla Hail. I don't know. What is this last word, huh? What is this?
What is this?
What is this one? Do you think this is? I don't know. Could it be? Cinnamon. I don't know. Oh, immense. Okay. Very good. And we did that. Okay. So we got that one in. So we actually only missed one, which to play it, we've got to pay 15, but I'll do it. What's the matter?
Isn't a permanent murder? Like an actual good one?
What do you need it for?
We write something down on this thing.
On what?
I'll have a little thing here, Mom.
Okay, well, there's a permanent marker somewhere on the island. I was using it for my thing.
Oh, I can use it. Oh, perfect. Use this.
What?
Nothing, never mind. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, hi, Emmy. How are you? How are you? Okay, let's see. You just Googled something? Gorilla hail is anywhere from the size of golf balls to softballs. I have a video of that. We had it here.
What do you think we've got here? Okay, so this is going to begin with an O or a P. Okay, so we're all caught up. Very good. April's almost over, which is crappy. Because it's just been so terrible, right? Let's see. Okay, what do you think? Oh boy. Nay. All right, with a nay, nay. Oopsie. Very good. Nay. Mince. No. That's a G. Oh, minge? Minge? No. There's not another E. What is Joy Carter? What is you saying? Ming? Did you say Ming? No, I already found that extra word. MLG? No, there's MIG? Extra word. Mint? No T. There's no T, Justina.
Oh, I thought you were going, This is hard. Oh my goodness, come on. Tried Ming already.
Okay, let's see. Okay. This says it's hard. I have meal. Oh, mail. Axe, okay. Lame, I have. Lee, I've already tried. Example, I have. Okay. No, there's no I. I already did that, Axel. It's not just an extra word. Okay. Let's see. There we go. And two more. Let's see. Hey, Mag Mug. Got that just done, so you did too. Okay, let's try to get this other one. Expel? Yeah, I think you're right. All right. Okay, there we did that. And now, good one, Kevin. What time is it? 11:41?
It's 11:41.
Oh my goodness. So what else? Let me see. Let's see what entertainment news there is, okay? All right, let's see. Youngest daughter of Russell. Huh. See what's going on here. Who's that? Shopping therapy. Oh, yes. Look, Ryan Anderson is speaking out now, guys. Ryan Anderson is speaking out about his split from Gypsy Rose Blanchard Anderson. So he's speaking out about his hot wife and their split up. So let me get a graphic up here so we know who we're talking about. And let's see over here. My goodness, what happened? We're going to see Fire D himself is speaking out. That's not my name for him, that's hers. Let me get him up here. Here he is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. All right, let's see what he's saying, okay? See what he's saying. So he is speaking out. He took to Instagram Saturday to thank fans for the overwhelming support he's been receiving since it was announced that he and Gypsy would be parting ways. And he said, and I quote, "I just want to thank everybody for their support. It's been great. I'm just living my life, guys." He said that he and Gypsy are still filming for their forthcoming Lifetime show, which will explore her life beyond prison. So he's still got a paycheck from that, guys. Come on. And I just want to thank everyone for their support. If you support me, follow me. I'll post more stuff eventually. I'm just hanging in. I just want to bless you. Just want to say thank you all to everybody and God bless. On March 28th, Gypsy revealed via a private Facebook account that she and Anderson were parting ways 3 months after she was released from prison. Let's see.
She said, people have been asking what is going on in my life. Unfortunately, my husband and I are going through a separation, and I moved in with my parents down in the bayou. She seemed vague about the split and said, I'm learning to listen to my heart, and right now I need time to let myself find who I am. But she wasted no time in hooking up with her old fiancé and getting a matching tattoo. Yeah. Okay. And let's see where she is now.
She had to take some time to think about it and get a tattoo.
No, she got with her old fiancé
And then got a tattoo.
and then got matching tattoos.
Yeah, that's taking a little bit of time.
That's taking some time to think
Think
about.
about things, you know?
Yep. Yep.
In the meantime, let's get a tattoo about today.
Oh, she just wants to be in the limelight. That's all. As long as it's bringing Gypsy attention, she'll take it. Hold on a minute. It's telling me I have to wait a second until this. Okay, here we go. Despite rumors, Anderson claimed that the breakup left him blindsided, as his estranged wife quickly rekindled her relationship with her ex-fiancé Ken Erker. Is this the same guy he told off after when they were talking in an interview or something, right? He said, for me, it just came out of the blue. I had no idea she still had such strong feelings for him. Well, really? Because I think in an interview, this is the guy that she actually said this, and they got into a huge fight before she got released from prison, I believe it was. I'm pretty sure about that. Okay, so he said, I haven't spoken to her, so I just don't know what's going on. I'm at a loss. I'm really not doing well at all. Gypsy and Erker got engaged in 2018 when she was in prison, but they called it quits a year later. Yeah. And this is her. She looks very, people say she looks very different. They didn't believe this is really her. She's smoking. Picking up some good habits. Great. Great. It looks so slimy over there. It just looks so dirty, so gross. Yuck, disgusting. You might as well be sitting on a garbage can. Last week, they flaunted their relationship for the paparazzi as they were spotted walking hand in hand while heading to the Dollar General in South Louisiana, just the place you want to be seen with your new boyfriend, the Dollar General in South Louisiana. What a hot spot. Despite their going out and getting matching husky tattoos, they confirmed on TikTok Thursday their relationship is just friendly. We have not had any intimacy. Well, thanks. We know how truthful you guys are, so thanks for letting us know that. We're just hanging out as friends. Okay. Thanks for letting us know. As if, like, she wouldn't say that anyway, because that would be really good for his divorce proceedings if she was out with this guy, right? So they're just friends. We're just friends. Just friends. Okay. So that's Gypsy. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Let's see. What else is going on? Come on. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Hold on, I've got to close him down. This is just being stupid. Stupid. I get out of this page, so it won't let me do anything. What's the matter? Why are you sneezing and sniffling now? Also. Could you hand me
What? You are.
just a cold seltzer or something? I have to take a bunch of my vitamins. You're making me nuts with this
Yes.
other stuff. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm going to go on something else in this minute. I just want to not forget. Take my vitamins here. I've got to keep myself well and
And hydrated.
hydrated.
Yes.
I was carrying my water
Huh?
bottle. I was carrying my water bottle around.
Yeah. Got that. Take these. Okay. Hold on one sec. Okay. It's reminded me of that lady that used to come around and tell me I shouldn't drink seltzer.
Should?
Yeah.
Should?
No, she just told me that it was gonna destroy people's teeth, the bubbles. And then she made a video about me. What else is new? Okay. So let me get to. Hi there. Hi there. Hold on. Now I'm going back on here. Oh, Jimmy spoke to one of his friends who lives down in Gilbert too, and he said that that one case that we're trying to cover is very, very hot case. Like, I mean, it's a hot button case. I wish more of you would be into that case because it's very important and it's happening now. Okay, Diddy. What's going on with Diddy? He's been laying low at his Star Island home in Miami ever since his 2 properties got raided. He's stepping out here and there in public, but on Sunday there was yet another sign that folks still hold him in high regard. In the Miami area, Sunday, as a group of people were cruising by Diddy's estates, onlookers were starstruck. Oh yeah, they're still loving him. Mm-hmm. Bravo stars mourn death of R.H., Real Housewives of Orange County. Lori Peterson's son Joshua. What happened there? I saw something, he put something on Twitter, and it was some parody thing. Bravo came together. Lori Peterson announced that her son Joshua Michael Waring had died on Easter Sunday at 35. His sister Ashley Zarlin paid tribute to her brother on Instagram, stating that he died from the relentless grip of addiction. She posted carousel images from their lives growing up together, along with a heartfelt message. She said he was brilliant and had limitless potential, but addiction veered him off course, calling addiction a disease that distorts and destroys, leaving behind shattered dreams and broken hearts. My heart aches for the lost opportunities for us to grow together as adults, to share laughter and dreams, the conversations that we will never get to have, and the dreams that will be left unfulfilled. She praised their mother for fighting alongside him, never wavering in her belief that he could overcome this demon, while wishing that she could have done more to change the tragic outcome. And then she called for change in the healthcare system to prioritize compassion and support above all else, saying that our current system failed him time and again. Said, I pray for a world where compassion and effective support systems replace judgment and neglect so that others may find the help they desperately need. In her own post, Peterson wrote, no one can prepare you for this feeling of such deep down loss. Hold on, let me get my, let's see. Every fiber in my body hurts. Josh fought every single day for most of his adult life, for his life, but this past Sunday the challenge was too great. She eulogized her son beautifully, talking about his joy-filled childhood and his ability to be optimistic and kind throughout adult hardship. He received the most joy, pride, and purpose through his daughter, Kennedy, and watching her grow and thrive over the years. She went on to thank everyone who tried to help Josh in his struggles with addiction, as well as all the support she received while trying to help him. Josh, I love you so much. I will miss you terribly. I will forever be your Mama Bear and Mama Dukes, and every time the clock turns to 11:11, I will expect your call to tell me to make a wish. What will I wish for now? Now, let me see here. Because there was some kind of picture, and then somebody said, I'm just Josh, doing Josh, and it was somewhere they were selling something. It couldn't have been about him. And then there was a photo. I don't know. My heart is with you, and I pray you have found the peace you so deserve. Heaven has gained the coolest angel, and you have gained your freedom at last, sweet boy. Love always and forever, Mom. He was born 12/20/88. So he would have been turning 36. Okay. Gotcha. I don't know why they said she posted. Kara said this. That's like a playground image of the two of them. Very cute. On her Instagram. I don't watch that show, but it's Andy Cohen. And I guess, let me see. Anna Paquin. Huh. So what about Mark Summers?
Honey,
Yeah.
I saw a picture of I-81.
What?
It looked completely packed.
What? Hold on. Okay, let me see here. Let's see what
I
else
ain't
is
seen
going.
water bottles. Purple says Jimmy on it.
No.
I didn't know.
Okay.
I lost it.
Honey Boo
The
Boo.
big one.
I haven't seen it. Nope.
Nice looking one.
Nope.
One you bought me.
Yeah.
I just say you bought it, right?
What?
All right, I know. How come? Where's it at?
I don't know. I better buy
Probably
another
upstairs-
one.
Probably put it upstairs in the room already.
Probably.
Drink it.
All right.
I stay hydrated. I don't know about you.
I'm staying hydrated too. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Not too much that I'm aware of. I don't follow a lot of this entertainment. I can't see anything, so let me check on some other. See what's going on over here. See what's going on over here on this, if there's any more true crime happenings. Florida, a woman. Yeah, we got that. Okay, let's see. Let's see something else. How about oh, no. That's not good. Okay. So, hold on a minute, guys. My computer's locking up again, so I have to wait a second. What? Huh?
Decent.
What is it?
We use, no use.
I don't know
The
what.
other ones that might need just batteries.
I don't know about. I asked you to check on this.
What? See how much batteries in this one. I know this is the one I always use.
I don't know about the battery.
No batteries. This one has batteries in it. The heck is that? Is that you?
Yeah, 22%.
And this one too. The heck of it.
It's only 22% in here.
What is that, honey?
Only 22%. No SD.
Yeah. Which one is that? I could put it on my charger and charge it. Let me see. I think it's the USB-C. I heard the kids are.
Yeah, but it doesn't have an SD.
Let me see.
It doesn't even have an SD.
Hold. I do have one.
All right.
All right. All right. Let me look and see if that's what this is.
All right. Let's see if I can go over
You
here.
don't know,
now.
do you?
I don't. What do you mean? That's a, yes. It's a little SD. Of course I know that.
No.
Of course I do.
Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, it's a USB-C. I'll put it right in here. I'll plug it in and charge it. That's all I can do.
Hold on a minute, guys. I'm trying to get to something here. Nothing there, so let me see. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I've got to check something very, very important. So important. Chad Daybell's trial is starting tomorrow. Hang on a second.
Okay, let me just see here if I've gotten back from Chad Daybell. Okay, that's what I want. Hold on a minute. Did he answer me? I've got to read something about the Daybell trial. The trial for the state versus Chad Daybell will be held at the Ada County Courthouse. Individuals wishing to attend. The trial will also be live streamed and can be viewed on the following website. Absolutely no transmission or recording of any sort, audio, video, photographic, or otherwise is allowed within the courthouse, courtroom, or other areas of the control of the courts. Okay. Let's see here. Court documents.
Okay, I'm 11.
Okay. Yeah. Idaho court. Oh, hold on. I need to read something here. This is really important about this.
Can't hear you, Mom.
No, I'm talking to them. Let me see here. See if they have this access. Okay, if an organization, okay. Access to the court's record, trial court process. Oh, okay, hang on a minute here. Hold on a minute, I've got to grab this video to broadcast. Okay. So it looks like I can request to broadcast that trial. I will be gone tomorrow though, and I'll have to do it for starting Tuesday if I do it. I don't know that I will. I don't know that I will. So I'm see. But I know I won't be able to do it tomorrow because I'm going to be on the road just in a few hours here. Jimmy said the roads are already backed up. That's what he's been saying here when I've been muting, okay? There's been roads backed up with the Eclipse. Gypsy. So we're back to the Eclipse. Let's see about people traveling to see the eclipse. Let's see what they're telling us. Meet the eclipse chasers. Guess we're eclipsed. I guess we're going to be defined as eclipse chasers. Okay. So let's see what they say. It's hard to say how many people. Those are people that are constantly seeing the eclipse. All right, let's see what happens. U.S. Eclipse travelers are met with sky-high prices and reservation snafus. So it says hotel rates in states in the path of the solar eclipse on Monday have surged to astronomical prices, with some eclipse watchers traveling from across the country to find that their reservations were canceled and they were sold for several times the original price. Millions of Americans are expected to travel to witness one of the most spectacular celestial events in recent memory, with the moon's path of the totality set to sweep across 15 states, along with parts of Mexico and Canada. So let's see, in Buffalo, New York, where as many as 1 million visitors are expected to flock for a prime viewing spot during the eclipse, hotel and flight bookings were up 4 times from a similar time period last year. Okay, amid the clamor for accommodations, it has been forced to rearrange lodging for more than 150 people after bookings were made 2 years earlier at 2 Buffalo hotels were canceled. Rooms that had cost $129 to $159 were canceled and resold at $450. Really? Let's see what else is going on. So let's see what else. How come everybody's going, like, they're talking about everybody in New York going to New York? Okay, so somebody said, are people really traveling to other states to see the eclipse? They said, yes, they are. Yep. We expect the population of my city to potentially triple for the eclipse. People are calling off work. Our school is canceled, okay? Our school is canceled and canceling classes to see it. The next total solar eclipse in the continental United States will not be until 2044. 2044, guys. 20 more years, so we can all still be alive. Okay. So whatever, everything is out. They say our schools are getting special glasses from a local museum. They're right on the thing. Let's see. We're expecting 100,000 people to come to our area in Ohio for it. Most of the town that isn't customer service based is expecting to shut down. And there's going to be roadblocks for the main section where most of the restaurants and the mom and pop stores are. Okay. Yeah, they're saying that this is crazy, okay? So this is going to be nuts. And we're going to be leaving in a few hours. Let me see what... Where will the most crowded places be? Let's see where the most crowded places will be. Okay. So they're saying that this is the path. Come on there. Path of totality. Texas is going to be an epicenter for this eclipse. Texas has 12 million people who already live inside the path, and all they need to do is step outside on their porch to see the most glorious sight of their lives. Although Texas will likely be the it state for the eclipse, its hill country area will likely see most visitors. For example, Dallas-Fort Worth area has a population of about 7 million.
And they predict that only 24,500 to 90,000 will travel there for the eclipse. The hill country destination in Texas that will likely see the most visitation is Kerrville. Population 24,000, mainly because it's easily accessible from San Antonio on the southern edge of the path. Kerrville will get 4 minutes and 25 seconds of totality. Most will realize they can go from 0 totality to 4 minutes totality just by driving an hour on Interstate 10, which runs northwest from San Antonio up here. So let's see. Many other places in Texas could be hectic on that day. Dark skies could also attract many to rural Arkansas. Russellville, Arkansas, and Cape Girardeau, Missouri could see 170,000 people, while Carbondale, Illinois could reach 260,000. The latter will host the Southern Illinois Crossroads Eclipse Festival at Southern Illinois University Carbondale's Saluki Stadium, with Nashville, Tennessee, and St. Louis, Missouri on either side of the path. Southern Illinois will be busy. Indianapolis and surrounding suburbs will have many visitors from the Chicago area. Residents of Columbus and Detroit, both just outside the path of totality, will help make Ohio busy on Eclipse Day. Let's see what else we have. A potential busy spot is Erie, Pennsylvania, mainly because it's the ideal place for Pittsburghers to aim for. So Erie, Pennsylvania. Erie, Pennsylvania. Hold on a minute, I've got to forward Jimmy something that he needs and that I forgot to do. Okay, and hold on a second. Okay, sorry. All right, let me go on. I had to forward something to Jimmy. I didn't need it. Let's see. travel. Okay, let's see. What's the travel going to be like? Okay, so here is the governor of New York saying, let's see what she's saying. She's saying that she urges New Yorkers and visitors traveling for the once-in-a-generation event to pack their patience and prepare for high-volume traffic. Let's see. She updated New Yorkers on the state's preparations to ensure that everyone can have a safe and memorable total solar eclipse viewing experience. In preparation for the high volume of traffic, the governor is advising travelers to arrive at their destinations early and plan on staying late. Allow extra travel time, monitor the weather, pack plenty of water and snacks for the trip, and additionally, drivers should never pull over on the side of any road to view the eclipse to ensure that first responders can get by in an emergency. The governor delivered this update at Niagara Falls State Park. New York is prepared to welcome visitors from around the world to the total solar eclipse on April 8th. Okay, let's see what else they say. In preparation, let me see, the governor had a virtual conversation this week with NASA astronaut and Syracuse native Dr. Jeanette Epps. Okay, so let's see what else they say. Weather conditions, eye protection, eclipse events. Numerous eclipse viewing gatherings are scheduled at many New York State parks and historic sites. Register for the events and activities. Okay. Let's see, events and activities. All right. Let's see, they're having stuff at Allegheny State Park, Heckshurst, Jones Beach, Camp Hero, Buffalo Harbor State Park, Sunken Meadows State Park, Crown Point State Park, John Brown Farm State Park, Minna Anthony Common Nature Center, Verona Beach State Park, Fairhaven Beach State Park, and Clemens State Historic Park, Lake Erie State Park, Midway State Park, Minnewaska State Park Preserve, Lorenzo State Park, Bear Mountain State Park, Cayuga Lake State Park, Clay Pits Ponds, Cumberland, Halleck, Minnewaska, Roberto Clemente State Park, and Rockefeller State Park Preserve. Okay, so anyway, who here in the chat, and I can't even see the chat, so I better go there, is traveling anywhere to see the eclipse? Is anyone here that's in the chat going anywhere to see the eclipse? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah, they're by you, Bucky M, but I don't think you're going to have a lot, the totality. The totality is upstate near Buffalo, Rochester, Auburn. For the most totality time. It's up that way. You will walk out to your front door? Okay. That's good. That's good. It's great. That's great. I know you say you're in the path. You're in the path. You're in the path. You're in the path. You're going to try to make an appointment to view it? Oh, to make an apparatus? An apparatus? Are we on? Can anybody hear me? Ouch. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear? I swear there's something bad going on with YouTube. Really, really bad. Okay, because it said it disconnected. Okay. It said it disconnected for a minute. And I swear something's going really wacko with YouTube. Hi, Isabel. We've never had anything like this stuff that's going on right now. It's wacky. It's wacky. You had the wheel of death for a moment? Yeah, it did. It did, and we dropped like 15 viewers, and then we just went right back. Got them back. I don't know. It's really bizarre. It's very bizarre. But what I'm going to do is just, there we go, see? I don't know what's going on here. The YouTube is crazy. What water sounds? What water sounds are you hearing? I don't know what you're hearing, Bucky Ann. You're hearing the turtle tank way over there. It's the same turtle tank that's on every single night. If that's what you're hearing. Sometimes I do say the same thing twice, though, Bucky Ann. I do say it. See? Yes, I do. I don't know. I'm going to see what I want to do right now. What I'm going to do. Oh, I was going to go and check something else out. Hang on. Let me see here. Okay, so TV. Talon Vigil. So let's see what somebody's getting very upset and saying. Talon Vigil and the layman interpretation of the police report, and said, stop it with your just asking questions about Talon Vigil's innocence based on your reading of the police report. Talon Vigil was charged based on evidence. and probable cause and is being held on bond based on findings in a court of law. The Maricopa County Jail authorities are required to give him his medicine and to ensure his safety. If they aren't fulfilling their requirements, his attorney has the right to ask the court to address it. The focus on if Talon Vigil is innocent based on layman reading of a police report is ridiculous and offensive and has no business being promoted by anyone. Well, who the freak is saying that that's reading a police report? I want to know. Who is saying that? Let's see. Who is saying that? He is innocent, someone said, as are every one of the defendants until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in court. Yeah, okay, right. Or until they take a plea. So your comment saying if Talon Vigil is innocent is misleading. He is innocent as of right now. I am not a layperson. I'm a legally trained criminal defense attorney. They know how to read a police report. There is a glaring lack of information with regard to him specifically in the police report. That doesn't mean people are not supporting the Lord family. Okay, I don't know. There's a lot of people going crazy. Talon Vigil files motion to modify his release conditions. Okay. Information, let me see how many adults will fall. Somebody said we have a football coach, an athletic director, elementary school principal, and now a mayoral candidate. How many adults' careers will be over before this is all said and done? Well, if they did something to warrant that, it'll be as many as it is, hopefully. Page 64 of the police report, someone said. What about it? Okay, where did I get? Somebody's saying that somebody named Ethan Draper posted something on social media that said, to answer questions, I met with Talon V's stepmom and biological dad because they asked me to. I believe in building bridges, not burning them. It was a very productive conversation, and I can say that I found them to be good people. Now, I stated based off of the report, there's a high chance that Talon V is not guilty. Really? Was it a smart thing to say? Probably not. Do I believe it? I don't know. It's not my choice. I'm glad it's not. Did I support Talon's GoFundMe? I support people's right to choose whether I agree with it or not. I am an empath at times, and I, along with others, have been emotional through the whole situation. I've been asked by many people in the community to go and talk with Talon Vigil's biological mother and stepdad, and I have chosen not to. But if they asked for a conversation, I would. Same as any of the parents, I'm not afraid to have a conversation with anyone. I've made apologies to Preston's father for the hurt statements I have made, and I echo them to the remainder of the family. Having that conversation is not easy because it shows that I know what I did was wrong in many aspects and have to take accountability for that. I support the Lord family until the end. I'm sorry that I contributed to the hurt and feeling of betrayal. I own up to it. I'm not sure who this is. Let me see who this is. For real, who is this MFer to interject himself into anything? This is quite literally his second or third apology. Okay. The freak is he? Who is he anyway? No idea. Gilbert Goons. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're working on a documentary. Okay, sweetheart, and you have a Gmail address. Okay.
This is my life in the international.
So there are 3 or 4 Renner kids. Okay. There's a lot of people in some of these message boards that are really pretty whack themselves. So here it says, what is this one? Travis Renner's reality. Interview with Lori and Travis Renner had been in a relationship for the past 7 years, but recently broke up. Travis is Talon Renner's father and is married to Rebecca Renner. Rebecca knew of Travis's relationship with Lori and was okay with it. Lori and Travis separated earlier in the year, and Lori had been living in the family's cabin until recently. Lori details significant issues with addiction and domestic violence within the Renner family. The oldest son, Kyler, is a drug dealer. Kyler has been pushing hard drugs since 8th grade and makes fentanyl-laced marijuana carts. What? Lori sent her oldest son to a rehabilitation center because he obtained Xanax from Kyler. Lori said the Renner family is powerful and people fear them. Travis talks down about the police and brags about how he can buy their kids out of trouble. For example, Travis once made a $10,000 donation to the American Leadership Academy, ALA, and sponsored sports programs through his business, One Stop Nutrition, to prevent them from expelling Talon. Wow. Lori describes Travis as an alcoholic, this is the father, and abuses marijuana. Travis also consumes shrooms and does cocaine before workouts. Travis gets drugs from Kyler, his son. Kyler sells cocaine, marijuana, mushrooms, LSD, ecstasy, Percocet, and Xanax. As young as 5th grade, Talon took acid and that he obtained from his older brother Kyler. There were some issues between Travis and Rebecca, as well as between Travis and Lori, which Travis was arrested for at one time. Lori did not report any incidents, but has had some encounters saved on her phone. Travis has been threatening Lori recently over their shared property and business dealings. Lauren suspects Travis provides Talon with drugs, but only for sure that Travis has provided Talon with marijuana and alcohol for Talon's 14th birthday. Okay, let's see what page this is on. Hold on, let me pull this up. This is the Frankie report? No, it's not. Why did it say Frankie? That says Ruby Frankie. Oh, no, I know why. I know why. Calm down. Pull this over here for a second. I want to see something. Talon Renners. Okay, hold on a second. License plate reader. Video camera. William Owen Hines' initial statement. Taylor Sherman interview. I'm just moving ahead because I'm trying to find something about Talon Renner. So there were some interesting things. Oh, this is William Hines's thing. Let's see what this is. Says, the dude who got shot at that party died, not the other guy. He just got a concussion and shite. I promise y'all, I'm not going to another function with the goons. Don't ask me, bro. TX was too much. Alex Tenney has a photo of something He did die. No effing way. Never mind. It may have been him. Never mind. False alarm. The OKC guy was fine. Alex, Tenny, I'm so effing confused. Is it the kid who got beat up by Jake, or was it different? Kid who Jake beat up, the guy we were tweaking about, died. Alex, nah, bro. It was another dude at the same party. I'm confirming it right now. It appears that there was another party referred to as some party in which a dude got hit in the head with a bottle. Dude, Tenny, it was the guy, bro. So we need to not talk about it to anyone and keep to the story that we just saw it, hopped in a random picture and left. That it. William, me and somebody just saw it. Somebody else. We just thought he was blacked out drunk, and maybe it was funny picture. Any pictures or posts of me, delete them, please. Riker to somebody. The kid who died and went to the hospital was hit in the head with a bottle. We weren't even at the party. At that party. The other dude that was knocked out that we saw just woke up and was fine. Nothing ever happened to him. All this talk about a dude dying of a heart attack and shite was the guy hit with a bottle, and Samir posting R.I.P. Adrian was the dude who was shot. Everything is effing chillin'. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find this thing with this Lori that was Travis's ex-girlfriend, even though he was married. Okay, this is the one I think I want to say. Okay, follow. The tip line received tips from Trevor Perry's wife and Trevor's ex-wife, Lori Spiker, all of who reside in Utah. Okay, Trevor and Lori share a biological son, Brigham Perry, who resides in Gilbert, Arizona. Lori provided information that she's previously been in an intimate relationship and resided with Talon Renner's father and her son, Brigham, who goes by Briggs, and Talon Renner were close and had a stepbrother-type relationship. Information provided was Talon called Briggs several times following the attack on Preston Lord and made admissions to Briggs via telephone. For the other officers' reports for further details on the interview with Lori Spiker. Phone interview with Trevor Perry. Now, this is Lori Spiker's ex and the father of Briggs. Trevor identified his son as Brigham Perry, who resides at an unknown address in Gilbert, provided a phone number. Trevor's ex-wife, Lori, has been in multiple conversations with Briggs, who's relayed specific information regarding Briggs and Talon Renner's phone conversation. Trevor is not as close with Briggs as Lori is, and Trevor felt Briggs wasn't as forthcoming with him. Trevor has spoken several times to Briggs about this incident, and Briggs denied talking to Talon and didn't provide the same information he provided to Lori. Trevor felt Briggs was afraid to come talk to police. I asked Trevor if I could reach out to Briggs and see if Briggs would contact me so that I could set up a time and location for an interview, and Trevor said he will continue to contact Briggs as he wants him to come forward and talk to the police due to the death of a kid. Trevor informed me Briggs has been staying with different friends and referred to Briggs as couch floating and didn't have permanent residence. I told Trevor I would refrain from calling Briggs as I didn't want him to be startled, and we will wait to see if he contacts me. Contact with Brigham Perry. 11:17. I received a text on my department-issued cell phone, the same number Trevor provided, and the person identified themselves as Briggs. I asked Briggs if I could meet with him somewhere for an interview, or if he would be willing to come to the Queen Creek Police Department. Briggs requested to meet me on Monday, November 20th, at approximately 1300 hours. The meeting was set up as the time and location was agreed on. On November 20th, 2023, I received a text message from Briggs advising me that he's running late and would be there at 13:13 hours. Briggs arrived around 13:25 hours, and I met him in the lobby of the Queen Creek Police Department. He followed me back to the Criminal Investigation Unit interview rooms. The interview with Brigham Perry was conducted at the Queen Creek Police Department in a CIU room. Okay. Brigham will be referred to as Briggs for the remainder of the interview. It should be noted that Briggs will refer to someone's name because he knows someone's name from social media and the news, but doesn't say Talon was actually using someone's name when he spoke to him on the phone. Briggs was born in Arizona. He was raised in the Phoenix Valley area. He relocated to Oklahoma at a boarding school from 2021 to 2022 and graduated in September of 2022. Briggs has been residing in Gilbert, Arizona since September 2022. Between his sister and friends, Briggs resided for a short time in Show Low with his mother, Lori Spiker, in 2023, but has mainly resided in the Phoenix Valley. Briggs attended American Leadership Academy in Queen Creek for his freshman year of high school and attended Williamsfield High School for his sophomore year, and then he finished school at the boarding school in Oklahoma. Briggs met Talon Renner when his mother started dating Travis Renner approximately 6 years ago. Travis and Lori dated for a short time, and Travis moved into Lori's house. Travis and Lori eventually moved out and bought their own house, which left Briggs living in Lori's old house with his older brother. Briggs later moved in with Lori and Travis and became semi-close with Talon. Briggs and Talon are 1 year apart, and Talon was going to a different boarding school while Briggs was in Oklahoma at a different boarding school. Talon and Briggs attended Sosaman Middle School together as they were 1 year apart and attended Williamsfield High School together until Briggs was sent to an Oklahoma school for boarding school. Renner's siblings all resided with Lori and Briggs. Avery Renner, the oldest, Kyla Renner, Talon Renner, and a younger one that must be a minor. They didn't put the name in. Briggs got along with all of the siblings but wasn't close to Avery as she had the opposite personality of Briggs. Briggs and Kyler were close at one point. Briggs had a falling out with Travis shortly after they all resided together at Lori's house. At that time, Lori and Travis purchased their own home, and Briggs remained living in Lori's house for approximately 1 year with his older brother, Brayden. Okay, Briggs referred to Talon having issues, but said he wasn't a bad person, but he had mental issues. Talon underwent something when he was in 6th grade due to taking an illegal drug, acid. He underwent I don't know what he underwent. Talon told Briggs he felt something helped him, but still felt he had issues. Briggs didn't elaborate much detail about Talon's mental health history or issues. I asked further questioning about something, and Briggs was not able to elaborate. Briggs referred to Talon as athletic, likable, but had a group of friends that are not good people. Briggs felt Talon is a good person, but is a victim of being around bad people. Talon's friends are drug users, and they post videos of him doing drugs, and Talon will generally defend their actions. Briggs talked about an inn and fight in Gilbert at Santan Village and said Talon had friends that were involved in the fight, and it was all over social media. Briggs has never been part of Talon's friends but sees videos on Instagram of them fighting. Briggs defended that Talon wasn't a troublemaker and is a good person, and said only his group of friends were the problem. Briggs showed me a video on his phone that I had already seen throughout this investigation. A citizen link was still sent, and I received the video. Briggs identified Kyler Renner as wearing a white shirt and plaid pajama bottoms fighting. Also identified Jake Meisner and someone else. This is a fight that occurred in a parking garage somewhere in Gilbert. I asked Briggs about his conversations with Talon Renner following the incident on Saturday, October 28th, and I explained to him that we had recently spoken with his mother, Lori, who provided us with the lead. Talon and Briggs' conversations following the incident. It should be noted Briggs later tells me in the interview that all of his phone calls with Talon are FaceTime video only, no traditional phone calls. There were multiple conversations between Talon and Briggs through multiple FaceTime video calls. The following is a summary. Talon called Briggs on Sunday, October 29th, around 10,000 hours and 1,000 hours, and told Briggs that he got into a crazy fight where he hurt some kid and knocked the kid's jaw out, and the kid went to the hospital. Talon told Briggs that someone's group was looking at Talon's group and then walked away, so Jake Meisner began following them, and Jake threw the first punch. Talon's first ever friend was Jake Meisner, and they are extremely close. Jake hit someone first, and then chaos started, and during the chaos, Talon gets on top of this person and begins hammer fist punching Preston when he's on the ground. Briggs closes his fist and shows what hammer fist and says Talon hammer fisted Preston 4 times and then told everyone that he, meaning Preston who was on the ground, had enough. Afterwards, there was already a large group of people surrounding Preston and they started kicking him and beating him. Briggs talked about hearing rumors from social media about Preston being air humped or someone twerking their body over Preston's while he was on the ground. Talon sounded stressed when he was talking to Briggs, and Briggs said he got angry after hearing that someone got hurt while talking to Talon. Talon tells Briggs he heard the person was in the hospital on life support. Briggs called Talon on the phone when he heard that Preston Lord died, and he asked Talon, "Was that you?" And Talon said he didn't know, but it was bad. Briggs asked Talon if he was okay, and Talon began crying. Briggs said Talon is remorseful, but believes he should have consequences for what he did. Talon ended the phone call by telling Briggs that Jake was calling him, so he had to end the call. Briggs's demeanor changed throughout the interview as he would say Talon needed consequences for his actions, but would later say he isn't a bad person and would never hurt anyone. Briggs says Talon was involved in 2 separate fights at the same party. I asked Briggs about both fights, and he said Talon only told him about the fight with Preston when he called on him on Sunday, October 29th, and during another FaceTime call, Talon told Briggs about the second fight. Talon called Briggs and said he got into a fight and knocked some kid's jaw out. A group of people were looking at Talon's group, and Jake followed them out and threw the first punch. And then Talon got on top of Preston and hammer fists Preston while he's on the ground 4 times. Note, Briggs wasn't saying Talon was calling Preston by name during the first phone call. The other names mentioned that were involved by Talon and Jake and Preston, who were involved were Talon and Jake and Preston. Second phone call. The second phone call was made to Briggs approximately 3 days later, and Talon was emotional but didn't provide any detail because Talon's mother was close by. Further details, Briggs said during one of his calls that Talon went to Show Low for a while with his father, Travis, for several days. Talon tells Briggs that he is getting an attorney, and that his attorney told Talon if he gets arrested, his bail would be $300,000. I asked Briggs how long it had been since he had spoken to Talon presently, and he said it's been several weeks. Briggs began talking about Talon's parents not being good parents and letting their kids do whatever they want. Briggs expressed his concern about the drug use between Talon's parents and how the drugs are used in front of Talon and his siblings, which has made them use drugs because of what they've been exposed to. Talon's parents are extremely wealthy and cover anything up because of their businesses and investments rather than worrying about Talon. During the interview, Briggs and Talon told him that once Preston was on the ground, Preston stomped on his head after Talon hammer-fisted him. Talon referred to approximately 15 people kicking and hitting Preston while he was on the ground. Briggs said the only information he was told about Jake was that Jake threw the first punch, and then Talon sits on his stomach and begins hammer fist punching. Briggs was not able to provide details about the second fight that Talon claimed to have been involved in on the same night at the same location. Briggs later refers to the first fight with someone as it stemmed from someone's group of friends saying something to Talon's friends, which made Jake angry, so he followed them and took a chain off someone's neck, and then he said it was a fake and threw it on the ground. Throughout the interview, Briggs begins to change his demeanor more, and the details begin to change. Briggs later begins to change his details and said he does not even recall if Talon mentioned Preston's name or if Briggs heard that from social media. Briggs said the only person he's 100% sure that Talon's name was Jake. Okay, Gilbert Goons. Briggs referred to when he was in school, there was a group of kids, including himself, that would call themselves the Gilbert Goons. This wasn't a gang. It was just kids who weren't as wealthy as other Gilbert kids. Briggs references something assaulting people and going to jail and his friends not having his back. I asked for a list of people who were either associated or called themselves the Gilbert Goons, who were part of Talon's friend group. He said Jake Meisner. He said Gage Silos, Gage Garrison. He said Kyler Renner, someone redacted. He said Mason Droston, Jacob Pennington, Jaden Bixby, and Treston. Briggs said he hung out with some of the above-mentioned kids before, said they were generally good kids but made bad decisions. Briggs said the above-mentioned was Talon's group of friends. I asked Briggs if he had spoken to anyone above since the incident, and Briggs said no. List of calls between Talon and Briggs following the incident. Photographs were taken using my department-issued cell phone and Axon Capture app. Briggs didn't allow me to hold the phone or to get the time of the calls, only the dates. Talon Renner to Briggs. Missed FaceTime video. 3 attempts from Briggs to Talon Renner to Briggs, missed FaceTime, Briggs to Talon Renner, and they go on and on. Okay, boom, 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 boom. All through 10:28 through 11:09. Talon calls Briggs and asked if he heard anything, which Briggs said no. Talon tells Briggs Jake is following a kid who said something to them. Jake takes this kid's chain and he hits him, and we all jump in. Talon gets on top of this kid, hits him 4 times in the face, and then I get off him and everyone else jumps in. The call is ended by Talon saying I have to get off the phone because Jake is calling me. Talon and Briggs talk on the phone several more times, and during one of the phone calls, Talon is crying when he finds out the person dying, and tells Briggs that was me, and now I am going to prison. At this point in the interview, Briggs provides information that doesn't coincide with what he initially said, and he begins giving opinions, and it was difficult to understand what Talon told Briggs rather than opinions or what he heard. Briggs says Talon was in Sholo, Arizona with his dad after the 3rd phone call, but was at his house during the 2 previous calls. I sent Briggs a citizen's link from Axon, and he uploaded the videos that I had recently seen throughout this investigation. I used my department-issued cellular phone to take photographs of Briggs's call log. Evidence collected, none. Further information, on 11/21 at approximately 10:16 hours, I sent a text message to Briggs asking for the call times and dates for his calls between himself and Talon, and said I could send him a citizen link, which I did, or he could text them to me. Briggs responded on the same day and said that he could do that today. I did not hear back from Briggs, and no information was texted to me or sent to me through the Axon citizen link. On 11/27 at approximately 9:27 hours, I reached back out to Briggs asking if I could still get the pictures I recently requested, and Briggs responded on the same date at 10:44 and said, I'm sorry, I don't have the times anymore because I cleared out space on my phone. Oh, really? He cleared out space on his phone. Okay, with Dominic Turner, I want to get to... Sherman. Elizabeth Glenn. Now we're trying to look for some William Owen Hines. Oh boy. Trying to look for something that was about but I guess I'm gonna have to get it in another. I'm gonna have to look for it later because it's getting later and later and later. And hi, Christine, how are you? Hello, Sassy. And I don't think. Oh, here, this is the one I think I want. Lori. Let me see if this is the one I want. Let me see. I think it is. I think it is. Yes. Hold on. Hold on. We have to wait now. Okay. Yes, this is it. This is the one I want. This is important. This is the girlfriend, and I don't understand it. He was married to his girlfriend. He's buying a house still with his girlfriend. His wife's okay with this. I don't know. But this is what I want. No, we can't play word cookies now, Kevin. I've got to do this. Okay, so here's supplement number 5. 11/17, 1100 hours. I was given information that Lori Spiker had information about the case, and Lori is the ex-girlfriend of Travis Renner, the father of the suspect. We've gone through what Travis Renner looks like. I've showed you his Facebook page and everything. I don't know if you remember it. Okay, with information. And he's the father of suspect Talon Renner. Lori's cell phone is paid for and possibly monitored by Travis, so she preferred to speak in person and provide what she believed to be evidence in this case. Lori was in communication with Officer Blount and agreed to meet at the Sandy Police Department. On 11/18 at approximately 1200 hours, Lieutenant Ruth and I arrived at SPD. We met with SPD Detective Yoakum, and he provided us with access to an interview room. When Lori arrived, we went into the interview room, and the following is a summary of the conversation we had. Lori and Travis had been in a relationship for the past 7 years, but recently broke up. Travis is Talon Renner's father. He's married to Rebecca Renner. Rebecca knew of Travis's relationship with Lori and was okay with it. Lori and Travis separated earlier in the year, and Lori had been living in the family's cabin until recently. Lori detailed significant issues with addiction and domestic violence within the Renner family. The oldest son, Kyler Renner, is a drug dealer. Kyler has been pushing hard drugs since 8th grade and makes fentanyl-laced marijuana carts. Lori sent her oldest son to a rehabilitation center because he obtained Xanax from Kyler. Lori said the Renner family is powerful and people fear them. Travis talks down about the police and brags about how he can buy their kids out of trouble. For example, Travis once made $10,000 donation to the American Leadership Academy ALAN-sponsored sports programs. Through his business, One Stop Nutrition, to prevent them from expelling Talon. Lori describes Travis as an alcoholic and abuses marijuana. Travis also consumes shrooms, does cocaine before workout. Sounds like a real catch. Travis gets drugs from Kyler, his son. Kyler sells cocaine, marijuana, mushrooms, LSD, ecstasy, Percocet, and Xanax. As young as 5th grade, Talon took acid that he obtained from his older brother, Kyler. Great. There were some issues, I'm sure that says domestic violence, I would assume, between Travis and Rebecca, as well as between Travis and Lori, which Travis was arrested for at least one time. Lori did not report any incidents, but has some encounters saved on her phone. Travis has been threatening Lori recently over their shared property and their business dealings. Lori suspects Travis provides Talon with drugs, but only knows for sure that Travis has provided Talon with marijuana and alcohol. For Talon's 14th birthday, Travis gave Talon marijuana candies. Happy birthday, son. Lori felt her children were deteriorating due to the negative influence the Renner family was having on her children, causing her to finally separate her family from theirs. Things did not end well, and she was evicted from the family cabin. And she is preparing to go civil court over a vehicle that Travis gifted Lori. Lori said to her knowledge there are no cameras at that cabin. There were many occasions when the Renner children were also taken to rehabilitation centers, the Latham House, the Avery House, Diamond Ranch Academy, to name a few. Talon has undergone something, but all came back normal. Kyler has something on several occasions, but instead of going to the hospital, they usually monitor his vitals, but there was a time he was taken to the hospital. Lori felt that was the downfall of their relationship. Eventually, they sold their home. Travis got Kyler a rental home and moved in with him. Lori believes Travis and Kyler are now drug addicts together, father and son. Talon lives with Rebecca full-time now, but Rebecca abuses something. Lori described Talon as an angry kid and a fighter. She said he holds in a lot of aggression, and when he snaps, he snaps. In March of 2022, Talon was placed at Diamond Ranch Academy in St. George, Utah. He was there from approximately March of 2022 until March of 2023, but was almost kicked out because he got into a fight and he broke another student's arm. Talon also got in trouble while he was attending Sasamon Junior High School for fighting another student. When Talon was in approximately 5th grade, he threatened to shoot up his school with Lori's gun. While attending a school in the Gilbert School District, Talon got out of rehab in March of 2023, has been attending ALA while working at One Stop Nutrition. Overall, he was doing fine, but was continuing to drink alcohol and do whippets, a slang term for inhalant drugs, and Triple C, a slang term for over-the-counter cough medication, because he claims there is no test for them. Lori has also seen Talon a handful of times this year, but she has communicated with him through Snapchat. On 10/31/2023, Lori missed 2 FaceTime calls from Talon. She thought something was wrong with him, and she sent him a Snapchat message because she did not want Rebecca to know she was talking to Talon. She asked him if he was okay, and he replied, "Everything is going terrible. I can't talk about it on Snap. I'll have to call you on FaceTime you." Talon did not call or FaceTime her, but she knows Talon talked to her son, Brigham Perry. Lori was recently in Arizona visiting, so she picked Brigham up for lunch to celebrate his birthday when he told her what Talon had told him. Lori asked Brigham what was going on with Talon, since it was unusual of him to FaceTime and call the family. Talon told Brigham that he killed Preston Lord. Talon said he curb stomped Preston Lord. According to Talon, someone had a video of an unrelated fight with brass knuckles in which another kid ended up in the hospital, and they wanted the video from that person, so Jacob Meisner grabbed something, and then Talon punched him. Lori described Talon as a strong kid. Once someone went down, Lori was told that Talon used a hammer fist to crush his face 4 times. After that, Talon did that, Lori heard more damage was done. Rebecca took Talon to an attorney's office on 10/31, and the attorney called Travis on the speakerphone to talk about the incident, and Talon told Travis, "Remember the kid I told you I beat up? He died." The story Lori heard was that Travis threw his phone and destroyed his room. Lori still has access to Travis's credit card statement. She looked at charges during that time and knew Travis went to the Gila River Casino and he drove to California, and then he ended up driving through the valley, through Overguard, and stayed at the family's cabin in Torreon, Arizona, near Sholo, Arizona, around the time of Halloween until at least 11/2. While Talon was at the cabin, Lori was messaging with him on Snapchat, and Talon sent her a photo of himself walking the family dog Gucci. She could tell by the photo that his jaw was swollen. Lori was told the attorney advised the Renners to let Talon's hands heal before bringing him back into town. Lori saved the photo and later submitted it to evidence.com. And since the incident, Lori noticed a large amount of money being spent. That was unusual. She said Kyler went shopping at the Scottsdale Fashion Center and bought a $20,000 gold and diamond bracelet and additional items from Gucci and Louis Vuitton, totaling approximately $30,000. Lori felt this was to get rid of cash. She describes Travis and Kyler's residence as a drug house. Approximately 3 months ago, Talon reached out to Lori about how he was struggling in school and was feeling dumb and always falling asleep. Lori knew Talon was using marijuana and had a conversation about how school is difficult even when you're sober. Lori tried to get a tutor back into Talon's life to help him. Talon disclosed that Rebecca Renner abuses something to stay awake and get things done. He then disclosed to Lori that he was diagnosed with something now too. Lori and Talon do not have formal Lori said Talon does not have formal martial arts training, but he is a trained wrestler. Talon placed second in the state competition at Diamond Ranch Academy. Lori described Talon as muscular and full of rage. She cares for Talon and feels bad that he can be misunderstood, but that the turning point for her was when she heard about video surveillance in which Talon discussed getting away with it and the incident being closed casket. She heard the information from a neighbor in the White Wing at Higley neighborhood. She thinks she learned it from a woman named Katie McPherson and Heather Hopkins. When asked how they would have that information, she said Katie is a family advocate, and although she is not personally involved with Katie, things she says have been filtering around Gilbert. Lori expressed how much she loved Talon and offered to take care of him to keep him away from negative influences, but she was told no. Since her split with Travis, the year has been the worst with the Renner's children's behavior. Lori talked about the Gilbert goons and explained that her son Brigham is the one that told her about Talon's involvement in the group. I asked her to tell me what her understanding of the group was, and she says, get out of cars and beat the crap out of kids. Lori says she wonders to herself why kids that have everything in the world choose to spend their time that way, and explains she does not talk to Talon about the group because she feels that's not her job. It's not her job. It's not her job. Lori further detailed current tensions between her and Travis, and she disclosed that earlier in the relationship she trusted Travis and sold businesses. Lori sold a gym she owned and got rid of her own property because she trusted Travis. She's currently trying to rebuild her financial independence, life, and business. Travis continues to pay for her cell phone, so she is worried he will monitor her activity, and she has been speaking with the Queen Creek Police. Travis has broken business contracts over the sale of Orange Theory locations to earn himself a significant amount of money. Hang on. She knows of times when Travis transported drugs that he obtained from Kyler to transport them to business partners in Las Vegas, Nevada. Lori provided the following Snapchat usernames for people. She gave them for Talon, for Kyler, and for Kyler Renner's girlfriend. Kyler and, I guess, his girlfriend have an on-again, off-again relationship. They broke up again recently because Kyler allegedly cheated on her. Someone's family has problems with the Renner family because Someone ended up abusing cocaine she got from Kyler. Lori said the Renner family has a Life 360 account she's no longer a part of, but said the family still uses the account, and Travis likely uses his email to control the account. Lori used to share Travis's credit card and said she's not a user but continues to access the statements to see what they are doing. Lori's email, Travis's Bank of America, Travis's credit card that Lori used to have. And Lori did not know names where Talon receives medical care, but she knows that he receives regular physicals. I sent Lori a community request through Axon, and she uploaded all images that she still had from her conversations with Talon and Travis relevant to the case. I sent Detective Yoakum a link through the community request, and he uploaded the interview. Snapchat preservations. Okay, so he sent Snapchat preservation letters. Contact with Holly McCabe at approximately 11:15. I was told Holly McCabe was in the Queens Creek Police Department lobby wanting to turn evidence over in this case. At approximately 11:22 hours, I met with Holly in the lobby. She told me she previously tried to email photos and videos to Detective Iribi but was unsure if they went through successfully. She had a total of 17 photos and videos of cars and people on the street, walking and driving, and Holly was able to successfully airdrop them directly to my department-issued cell phone. I then used a community request link to upload them to Axon Evidence myself. Holly told me she initially took the photos and videos with the intention to later confront the homeowner with their unacceptable behavior. The streets were filled with vehicles and juveniles. Holly did not get the names of the juveniles, but she spoke with several females that told her they arrived by Uber to the party and also left in Ubers and other car services. As a parent, she felt this was not okay. Holly said she called the non-emergency number at 21:11 hours that night of the incident to report a large party, and then later heard how serious the incident was and felt the need to disclose the photos and the video that she took to assist with the investigation. I thanked her for her time, and I ended my contact with her. Further investigative steps will be documented in subsequent supplements. Okay, so that was the stuff about Tyler, right? All right, I think now we could do a word cookie, and then I'm probably going to go to bed because I have a big day tomorrow. Sorry. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Mr. Electric. Hey, Mr. Electric, how are you? Mr. Electric, oh yeah. Okay, we did the daily.
deal, Christine. Thank you. Hello, Heart Mabel. Finally, oh, special level. Hold on. H. Okay, let's see. I think that's probably, I keep going on and saying I'm going to bed and then I just keep doing more of this. Ouch. Okay, I've got to go to bed. Okay, good night, everybody. Good night. Have a good night. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers. And see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. So long. See you later. Bye.